Probably like this.
Good.
As can be. We are good, love. Damn, it tastes good. Are you all blanketed up?
Just my legs.
Because, wait, nobody can hear you. What?
I said just my legs.
Ooh.
Outdoor studio is...
Actually feels...
It's a nice day.
Yeah.
It's just sitting here for a bit.
Well, the sun's super low in the sky now, here on Peerless Road. And it just low. It's low in the sky, and it's going to set much further to my left versus to my right, dead of summer, right? Actually, it's pretty cool that to me, it's cool that we've experienced this now for, what, a good cycle? I've said them twice now. Pintail. Like, I guess I remembered it. Like, in the summertime, it would set. Like, we'd wait for it to drop behind that house so we'd get cool. But this time of year it'd be way over there.
Pintail and ocean pines.
Yeah, fuck ocean pines. Well,
But we were on the water, so
it was nice. It served its purpose.
It did.
All right, I'm sorry. What are you drinking? Do I have to ask?
No, you don't need to ask.
All right, so that's Crown Black for her, neat Crown Black for me with the best RO craft ice. And I need a little piece of cheese. Salute, love.
Cheers. Cheers to being back home, Christmas next week, and our first podcast for a little while.
It is?
Well, for me, anyway.
Yeah, you definitely...
You did too while we were away.
Well, we're going to get into that. But yes, 100% you were a big part of it, and I do appreciate your help in that. It feels a little weird to me. You said it should be feeling later, but I've not done one maybe this early on a weekday.
It felt like Sunday, actually. I was going to say to you earlier, I kind of feel a bit whacked out because it's... What day is it? I don't even know what
It's
day
Thursday.
it is.
Thursday
Night football.
It is, yeah. It is. Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
We only got one dog out, and you said that she would be good.
I told her to be good.
Well,
Duke has taught all of them not to like UPS.
Evidently, she doesn't listen very well. We're referring to the rod dog. Are they going to make the turn in?
Oh, she's going to love it.
Nope. He aborted. He was looking.
Yeah,
he was
we
looking.
have anything.
No. Okay, let's get into this with the ride dog in the background. Yeah, we haven't done these in a while. You were very instrumental in helping us do two of them on PEI. Prince Edward Island, Canada. I speak as everyone should know what I'm talking about. So when I say PEI, it means Prince Edward Island. That is in the Maritimes in Canada. So, but yeah, it does feel weird. Today is day 23 of 60 for my sea ducks right here in Maryland. It was windy again. It's been a windy start to the last split. We're in the final little stretch. It'll go quick, I think. Next week's Christmas, New Year's, and then bam, 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 4 weeks and it's done. I used to think it would, like, I guess just, everything's relative, but it just seemed like when I say drug on, I don't necessarily mean it in a bad way, but it was a long period of time, especially 107 days. But even I can recall at Pintail with you thinking, oh shit, 60 days, like it just kept going on forever, which is only 60 days. And
you were younger too.
I know. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. But PEI, let's do the recap of that. When I say PEI or when I say whatever.
That's broad.
When I refer to our Canada trip that we just returned home from, just start talking about it. You say what's what.
Yep. So
whatever.
if anyone follows along, typically we go October this year because Jeff's daughter got married. We couldn't go in that split of his season, so we got to at least still go, and we took advantage of the 2-week split. It was the end of November, so December 1st, was it, that we left?
Well, actually, the 30th.
Okay.
At 10:45 at night, because thankfully, love, we were about 7 miles away, and you said, "Oh, I don't think I have my glasses." Like, son of a bitch, I don't have my sunglasses. My head would have exploded.
That's how our trip started.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yep. And they're not just regular sunglasses, they're prescriptions, so it would have been a bit of a pain in the butt.
My head truly would have exploded if I got to Prince Edward Island.
He's very attached to his sunglasses.
Oh, I love my sunglasses. These are the old lenses too. The new lenses, the new prescription wasn't as good as these, so I had them pop these back in until they can get that corrected for me.
So but it's always awesome. But the exciting thing was we had a mission. We had a checklist that we wanted to achieve on this trip because you made some barrows.
Barrows, golden eye decoys, yes, we did.
Yep. So our friend Jeff Wood up there, he's a guide, but he's our friend and he is a resident of PEI, checking all the boxes for customs to make sure that we are okay to hunt up there. But oh geez, Rye. But yeah, we achieved our goal, and I'm sure you're going to elaborate on a lot of that.
I want to stop you real quick and just rewind a second and say he didn't even look in. UPS is going on up the road. So when you say we used to go in October, so way back in, I always say way back in the day. I got to stop saying that. Anyway, Sea Ducks was 107 days, reduced it to 60 days, which would have been already reduced the first year. Was it? So one year Migration Nation was still 107 days because it was open on Halloween. Jake Reck and crew came. So it was still open 107 days. I can't remember if we just, I blocked. So the first year Migration Nation was here in Maryland. That would have been 2017, 2018, 2019, no, it would have been 2016. 2017 was Branton, Virginia, and then 2018 we went to PEI for the year's first trip up. But I think that there was a 60-day sea duck season then, so we went. I don't know, man. I think maybe it was still 107 days, and we just blocked off time and did it, possibly. Okay. But so it didn't really matter when we went, I guess is where I'm trying to go with. What makes a difference when we get there? That year it didn't matter because we were doing it for the TV show. Then the next year, we had to get there before, and at least 2 years in there. Maybe 3. We had to get there before Sea Ducks started. And Sea Ducks always started the first Saturday in November. So we would go October. Remember, we were there for twice. We were there for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Which is like that Monday, in October 10, 11, 12, where it falls in there, however it falls in there. And we would be there early. And then the last couple of years, when you talked about split, when Molly got married, duck season's open a week in October, and then we would run up to PEI, and we could have been there at least 3 weeks this year with leap year before my season started again. So yeah, we chose the second split, last split, however you want to say it, second break, excuse me, right before the last split. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Why did we go up there later? And my very first time ever, I was there about December 10th of 2011. And Coot went for sure because she retrieved the barrows. Jeff's dog Sprig was still alive. And I probably had Bristol with me. And Gam had all the other dogs, as I'm going to recall. But anyway, I was only there for 3 days. It was a great trip. Snowed its rear end off one time, like much more snow than what we saw. Yeah, it was just a good trip. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. So Barrows Golden Eye, that was my Fred West. That was Fred West going by. Probably coming from Atlantic Tractor. I just saw something where John Deere rips off American farmers for $4.2 billion. Wow. I wanted to send it to him and see what he thought. Anyway, yes, we were up there. The goal of this trip was to shoot a barrows, which Stephen did shoot a barrows the second to last day we were there last year. It's just early. Yeah, it's just early in November. It's early for barrows. Were there a lot of barrows there?
I think so. But, I mean, I don't know what's a lot, though.
I think in that particular area we saw a lot. I don't think that island-wide that there's, it's not like there's tens of thousands of them.
Okay.
Right? I'd say there's a couple thousand there. Just a quick guess. But I'm just saying did we, in a particular spot, did we see them in good numbers, yes, we did. But you don't see them everywhere. Like in October, you're there, we see geese everywhere.
Yeah, gosh.
We didn't see geese everywhere this year.
Nope.
So checklist. Barrow's Goldeneye and, my goodness, freaking hyena. She's walking that dog again on the outside of the fence on the state highway. I just don't get that. I really don't.
It's okay.
Wait one day when that dog gets loose and it wants to run on the outside of the fence.
Well, it's not an enclosed fence. So.
No. Oh, yeah, it's just like an ornamental fence. I'm sorry. And what was the second thing we needed to do? From a hunting perspective.
The dogs.
Okay. What we're going to do with the dogs?
Well, we wanted Skoda to retrieve barrows that you had shot. Check. And I wanted Rye to retrieve the barrows that I shot. That didn't happen.
Yeah, your memo got confused on that.
Okay. But it all kind of happened very quickly.
Yeah.
What else did we have on our list?
I thought, see, this is where we're not synced up. Beep, 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 beep. That I thought you wanted Rye to retrieve a mallard for you.
Of course, yeah.
And because as a young dog, she retrieved a black duck. Her very first bird she ever picked up, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep, but the other thing was the big PEI Retriever Club. You had a hunt with them and then the podcast.
Yes, group Flatbroke Waterfowl came in from Ontario, Ottawa. I think they were. If I'm going to,
I think so.
If I'm going to say a spot that's where they're from, I'm going to go in the shade now. I'm going to get really cool. Yes, Ottawa. So that was really. We were only there again. It was Was it too short?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was way too short. 12 originally 12 nights. We'll talk about the weather in a bit. So it ended up being 13 nights, I guess. And it just went by very quick. They have Sunday hunting now, which they've never had in the past, which is usually kind of an off day for us. We go kick around, do something, do this, that, the other. I believe on Sunday I did take an off day.
Yeah.
I did wake up. And then Jeff said, "Yeah," he said, "I didn't think you were going." I woke up.
That's right. That's right.
And I mean, I probably should have texted him.
Yeah.
But then when he texted me and I didn't hear the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just weird. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I told you if you really wanted to go, you would have been on it. But I think you've just kind of wiped out.
Well, I was really hoping too we could just go right down at Shaw's and go down on the shoreline and do that. And I think he ended up driving way up to Somerset.
Yeah, he did go along
the seaweed field. Let me see. I'm sorry. I really have to look at this. This is Mark across the street. Okay, it's all good. Didn't want to ignore it if it was something important. He was our security force while we were gone. Yeah, so
very thankful.
Yeah, we are thankful. Yes. Help reel me back in, love. Barrow's Goldeneye. So Barrows have Skoda retrieve, have Rye retrieve yours.
And then the puppies.
And the puppy, it was much good.
There was no bluebill that we thought would be at Shaw's.
Right.
That was what the plan was.
What I was going to say is, I probably should say it later when we kind of wrap it up, but the biggest difference for me going in October or November to going, it's only like 4 or 5 weeks difference, right? There was we go there in October, there's geese everywhere. Yeah. There's geese at Shaw's, right? I like to go in the bathroom, not to tell you too much, but I go in the bathroom, I open the window up. First off, I like to have the shutters open, so when Jeff and Judy walk by, I'm sitting down, I wave to them.
Yeah.
Yell, I say, "Hey!"
Yeah, Judy loves that.
Yeah.
Not.
I think she does. But yeah, the first thing, when I get up super early, get up super early, get in there, and I open that window up, and you'd hear geese down, and the bay is quite a ways away. Like it's not like it's 100 yards. Where the geese are is probably a good 1,000 yards, but you'd hear them. So what's the difference? Many, many more geese on the North Shore, and I'm told they're still there. Jeff and Paulie both, and actually the DNR. What's the officer? Game officer. I'm going to call him the DNR. Local DNR even said, "Oh man, like you're not far from them." I said, "We just haven't seen any." But October, November, 5-bird liminal Canada geese. Canada geese are everywhere. in big bunches.
Yeah.
The sanctuary's full. There wasn't a goose in the sanctuary a couple times we were past.
It was such a contrast to what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, I don't want to say PEI was void of geese, but the areas that we normally check out and hang out in, there's not that many ducks in October, November, and there was ducks pretty much everywhere we looked, right? So that was a big flip flop, and maybe it's just situational as far as the way this winter has been, the fall and winter, but that was my biggest takeaway as far as birds. Temperatures one morning was 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Everybody's talking in Celsius there, but it was 8 degrees in Fahrenheit. So much cooler, much colder, and we had snow. We've had snow in November there.
A little bit,
yeah,
not
a little
much.
bit. Yeah. But I'm just saying. I mean, it's not like we didn't see white on the ground. At last year we drove up west, right? There was a good bit of snow on the ground, right? So there is still. We have seen snow. We have seen some minimal ice, some sheet ponds, puddles, not ponds, but puddles with some little bit of sheet ice. Did you hear something weird? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it was almost like it was that a snow goose. I've still not yet seen a snow goose. And then the other difference is the tree, the foliage, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a difference. And what is the one thing we love to do? We love to do lots of things at Shaw's, but specifically in the afternoon, what do we like to go do?
The way the cottage is situated, it has a gorgeous view overlooking Brackley Bay, but the afternoon sun is coming straight onto the porch of the cottage. And
we like to sit out back and be turtles.
So nice.
Maybe partake in some alcohol and be turtles.
Maybe. Yeah.
The one day I came home, it was early on and the sun was bright and I was cold and I, kind of just chilled in the morning. I was like, Karen, can I go back? Can I go out there and sit? And you're like, you can, but you're not going to want to.
Yeah. So. The wind was whipping around and she's full of herself. We always, it doesn't really matter what the weather is, we're burning wood in the fireplace, but this year we kind of, I can't, a couple times maybe it was hot. Got it a little bit too hot inside, right? Yeah, barely.
Well, but October, November, there's lots of times.
Oh, yeah. We wanted to do a fire just for the ambiance, but it was we didn't need it.
Yeah, this time,
we needed it.
Yeah, it was definitely. And Shaw's has heat. It's not like it's primitive. There's not heat in the cottage. Cottage, chalet, or cabin? I think on the webpage it says they're chalets. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But yes, we just enjoy a good fire. Yeah.
It smells good.
It does. But all right, so bears, go. You run over. Well, actually, see here. The first day you did not go. So rewind. We come back. Get sunglasses. You get your glasses, and I know specifically it was 10:45 p.m. on Friday, and we roll out of here, and we drive, and we drive, and we drive. We took a different route. I didn't know that it made it that much longer, but you're saying going across the Como Bridge makes it much longer.
It's 45 minutes to an hour longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there was no traffic.
No, we were lucky on the way out.
Boogieing. Dark. I'm struggling. My eyes, whatever. I hate those new, especially on trucks, those big LED headlights just fucking blind me. But anyway, we make it to the Connecticut, Massachusetts border. We find our favorite Flying J Pilot truck stop, and we air the pups. First thing when I get out of the T350, woo!
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold. There was ice on the little, what is it? The little
storm of magic pond. Yeah, yeah. It was my biggest whoo. It wasn't that. Maybe it was 25 or something. It wasn't like it was.
It was a shock from Maryland temps.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Relatively speaking, we left here and it wasn't cool or cold. And the first time we pop out in Massachusetts, holy moly!
Yeah,
feeling like everything was frosty looking. And but got air to dogs. Man, they travel so well, don't they?
Yeah, it was 6 hours, I think.
Yeah, good 6 hours to get there.
Yep. Yeah, 6 hours was their first out of their gunner kennels. So
Yeah, the T350. Speaking of gunner, the T350. Actually, we've been using it in the hunt test. We've been using it for Molly's wedding, but this is like the real reason why we got that thing. We tried to get it last year.
Yeah. Yep.
For the trip. But anyway, should I tangent off that real quick?
Sure.
Thumbs up. Or no, not thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's your opinion? Did the T350 perform well?
Yeah, above what I expected,
Really?
to be honest.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Mostly up on PEI is where I was like, whoa, this is doing way better than I imagined.
And way better how?
Because of the fields.
Okay.
The fields, the mud, the snow. Some areas were, kind of, it wasn't deep snow, but it was heavy cover underneath the snow was that one where I shot the mallard, that field. So anyway, T350 killed it in those fields. It did really good.
Yeah, I would agree with you. There's probably only twice that I can say I actually felt like it spun or like it slipped.
Slipped, yeah.
And the roads were definitely slick, sticky.
Yeah.
Just kind of
icy.
Yeah. There's snow on them, and it's 18 degrees out. There's snow on them. It's 8 degrees. The field again, that the cornfield we drove in, it was snow covered. It was 8 degrees that morning, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But and then some mornings it was super wet. I whatever, the roads got treated with salt, whatever the condition was. There was 2 mornings when I following Jeff. He was in his truck because one time I would have been solo because I took Scoter, which I want to talk about that hunt, and the second time and third time was with you. But it was only the 2 times where it looked like it literally on Route 2, like it just poured rain. That's how wet the roads were. And I'm thinking, it's like, this is icy, like, it's cold, but it looks wet, on and on. But yeah, I think the van did very, very well.
Yeah, I was super happy with it.
Yeah.
Super happy. And it's an all-wheel drive.
4-wheel drive. Yep, 4-wheel drive. It's a 1-ton. That's why it's the T350, not the F350, but the T350 for the Transit. 4-wheel drive it is. It's with the EcoBoost.
Yep. And dogs did great.
Yes. So yes, first stop, 6 hours, Massachusetts. We loved the little Flying J. If anything you could say, the only thing was there was no good food for us to eat. We were really, if the subway was shut down inside.
Yeah. Yep.
So what did you choose instead?
We said I really want a McDonald's.
Yes, you did. But what did we purchase in the Flying J?
Oh, combos.
Pizza combos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good road food.
Yeah, for breakfast. It was good. It was good.
And I got my Diet Mountain Dew.
Yep.
Yeah. There is no Diet
Road
Mountain Dew in Canada.
No,
I don't know
it's
how
banned.
Well, anyway, I got my Diet Mountain Dew. I think I was in a little bit of shock. Like, definitely drank alcohol, but I didn't have Diet Mountain Dew for 13 days or so. So
you survived.
I did survive. I didn't bring any with us.
She had Tim's, that's why.
Yeah, truthfully. All right, so on northward, drive. As I recall, nothing really crazy.
Nope.
And about that time, leaving Flying J in Mass, the sun is just starting to get bright, so I know I can put my sunglasses on. So I was really excited about that. So drive. We get to the border. What was it, another 6 hours?
It was. Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
Yep. The border of this trip, how would you describe it before I say anything? Because I'm going to eat this piece of cheese.
Yeah, new vehicle, 6 dogs, didn't know how it would all be perceived. I mean, that they can see that we come there roughly the same time each year, so come there for the same reason. We going hunting with our friend at PEI.
Our good friend at the border gate. He says, "Don't you come here a lot?"
Yeah, the one fella did recognize us.
And the guy inside has patted me down before because of the 9mm ammo. He kind of gave me the look, but I don't think he remembers. But
no.
So yeah, we get inside. It was just I got some odd questioning.
Yeah, it's okay.
Should I go into it or not? No.
It was just a young customs agent.
You think he was brand new?
I kind of think so.
So here, just real quick, Karen and I are standing there. We're going hunting. Who are you hunting with? A good friend of ours who's a guide. You got to say guide because definitely in New Brunswick you cannot hunt by yourself. And in PEI, you don't have to be with a guide, but you definitely have to be with a PEI resident. Much like if you were coming here to sea duck hunt, you don't have to have any special things to sea duck hunt, except you must have a Maryland resident with you aboard your boat if you brought your boat here. So I get that. And he's like, so what's the arrangement? Like, well, he's our friend. Like, we can just go hang out. And so I guess I kind of avoided asking what the arrangement is because I don't want to say we're going to pay him or anything. Right. Get money involved into the situation.
Yeah, and you mentioned I'm a guide, Maryland, and he comes and hunts with us.
I like to make things confusing.
Yeah, he was definitely like, what?
Yeah. So then he's like, so how do you contact him? I kind of look at Karen. I was like, oh, my phone?
My phone.
Yeah. He's like, okay. So where are you going to be hunting? PEI. Well, specifically, I turned to Karen again. I was like, Rustico? I
said
don't
PEI.
know.
It's an island.
I don't know. Like,
dude, really, you're the Canadian.
So he's like, okay. So as I recall, that was pretty much the questions. We filled out the gun paper. He's kind of processing that. We go sit down, and he's like, what did he say? He calls me up. What did he say, though?
You stay there, just him.
So I get up there, and he's like, have you ever been in front of a judge? And I'm like, the same kind of thing of like, you mean like for a traffic ticket? And oh yeah. I was like, yeah, man. I don't know, years ago. Like, I thought he had like something where he's like looking at the date. Like, I was like, I don't know, man. Like when I was
looking at your felony charges.
Yeah, like when I was a teenager. Right. I don't know. Like, I
was divorced.
Yeah, like so. Like honestly, that's what kind of went in my mind too. Yeah. So like one time there was a situation that there was I better not say it. Because it wasn't. As soon as I say it, then people think it was me. But anyway, somebody came in my driveway one time and touched me, which I kind of deserved. Kind of got pushed, and I didn't really move, and then he kind of backed off. But I was like, "That's like that. I'll give you that one because I deserve that, but don't do it again." And then I went and got a peace order against him. Like, dude, just leave me the fuck alone.
All right.
In previous relationships, previous relationship was very sordid.
Well,
that was many relationships ago.
What the Canadian immigration?
That's what I was thinking. Like, can he see that? Because I don't want to lie, right? Well, I've already lied.
Just a random question.
I've already lied at the booth, but I don't want to lie here.
What'd you lie about?
I can't really say.
Okay.
Maybe it didn't lie. That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not sound good.
All right, so I didn't lie. I didn't lie at the booth. Maybe I didn't answer fully. How about that?
Yeah.
We shouldn't say. Okay, move on. So anyway, then he goes, do you have a concealed carry license? I said, well, actually, I do. Would you like to see it? And he says, yes. So I can show it to him. And then have you ever been in issues with the immigration officers? Are like, no. He asked me a whole bunch of things. Are you a felon? No. You can't see that I'm not? Like, what do you like? What kind of system you guys got here?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so it was just weird questions. And then, but he was kind of talking low, and I thought he was going to call you up behind me and ask you the same questions and see what you answered.
He said, don't lie, Jeffrey, because I'm not going to, so.
Love, I don't lie.
Let's be on the same page.
I don't lie. Well,
anyway.
What is it? It's better to ask for forgiveness.
Okay.
Right? Right? Is it not?
It depends on
I think it is. Well, okay. How about this? If you ask somebody, can you do something, and they say no, and then you do it.
Well, that would be stupid.
Well, okay. So it's better to just do it.
And then ask for forgiveness.
Right, because you didn't tell me I couldn't do it. Well, then because they could say, well, you didn't ask.
Because you were ignorant.
Yeah, well, I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. All right.
All right, so we made it through. Yay.
So we go after the van, the T350. So now he wants to check the serial numbers. Now I am kind of sweating it a little bit for certain reasons. And I did tell him, hey, the dog, we already said we had the dogs, which they wrote it down. I thought, rewind a second. I thought it was really good that the fella that you chummed up with saying, hey, yeah, you were over here. And he's like, didn't you come in? Oh, the money. He said, do you have $10,000 on you? He said, now that's going to be $7,000 US.
I'm like, I wish.
No, I said, well, I don't have any. And then he asked you, and you're like, excuse me? Remember?
Yeah, none. Like, in the bank?
No.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting very sordid here. So we go out. I just wanted to say to him, I was like, man, look, the dogs are going to bark. They're all in crates, so you don't have to worry about it. But the one is very aggressive. And he's like, I'm not getting in the van. He says, just get the guns out for me so I can see the serial number. So I did, and he was happy. And then I felt very relieved when we went back inside because I knew that we were free to go.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So pack it all up.
We went over.
Drive 100 meters, 100 yards up the street, and let the dogs out again.
Air all the dogs, and then we went to the New Brunswick Monument.
Yep.
I always
had
liked
the little video,
yeah.
and
yep. So all is good, and then we just, I don't know. I just feel relieved.
We drove until we got to Subway.
Yeah, well, yes, but I mean, I'm just saying. So we go up the hill, and then you kind of, once you get to the peak of it, then it just opens up to New Brunswick. This divided highway that's pretty, and Bay of Fundy's to our right, going to the south, or to our right, going as we drive east. It's just, I'm excited. I just feel energized, and I can't wait. Can't get to Shaw's.
Yep. We're in Canada, and it's very close.
Yep. We did do Subway. That was really good.
Yeah, we were going to do
McDonald's
the chicken Big Mac.
I've not had a chicken Big Mac yet.
That's what we do that, but then we drive in. There's a Big Mac.
I was like, love, don't you remember we stopped at this place? You said we have stopped here before.
Yep.
McDonald's,
Tim's,
Subway. And Subway. I said, well, man, can we do Subway?
Yeah, it was really good.
That was the best choice.
Yeah.
Because we got 12.
We got the 12-inch. We ate
half
for lunch, and then the other half for dinner.
Half for Shaw's.
Yep.
That was awesome. I say awesome a lot, but it was awesome.
It was.
Yeah, so drive. What do we say, 21 and a half hours or so? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it was good. The dog, you were very...
got there about 8 o'clock at night, was it? 8:30? I was
gonna say 8:30ish. I think 8:45 I had a fire going. That's
okay.
how
you were very efficient.
Because I wanted to get fire going.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to let all these dogs out. The puppies are going to be down in the bay, and
So that said, this is where I want to segue into that, is like you were very, very anxious / nervous about all the dogs this year at Shaw's.
Yeah. Yes, because although the three big dogs, Duke, Rye, and Skoda, are good. They've been there before and they listen. The three puppies,
sometimes.
Proof, Mash, and Elmer T, are just on 10 months old. So, yeah, I was worried.
Yeah, rightly so. I'll give you that.
The e-collars were fully charged and ready to go.
But I'm gonna say that in the big picture, they especially after they were there for 48 hours.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they were.
They
good.
caught on really quick on what their little border was and where they could go.
Yeah. Did they like to run here or there? For sure.
Yeah.
If given the chance, but yeah.
We had our DeWalt handheld spotlight, which came in super handy. But yeah, we'd let out like 2 at a time initially because they just get super duper crazy. 6 as a pack. Let out. It's full on wrestle playtime. Right,
and there, although it was cold. So we, I'm all over the place. So as soon as we come across the bridge, we stop at the gas station. And they didn't have any freaking party mix.
No.
How could they not have
Humpty Dumpty
party mix?
No, I don't know.
No. We did get a bag of ice, and the popcorn actually, like it was like movie stuff, like real, like somebody popped this popcorn.
Yeah,
right?
That was good.
All right. So we had
to get our snacks.
Yeah.
Because we were on a full menu of whatever the hell we wanted to eat while we were on the vacation.
I'm like in carb withdrawal for the past couple of days, but I'm doing good.
You are doing good.
Yeah. Thank you. And I appreciate you last night saying, when I said, hey, I can have those chips. I'll just eat those chips. She's like, aren't you trying not to do that? I was like,
well, you can.
I said, well, actually, you know what? I am. So you know what? I'll just have more to drink. Thank you very much. And I did. So I appreciate this morning I told you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Pulling you off the ledge.
Yes, but really where I want to go with this is, because this is how my mind works. I want to say, hey, out back at Shaw's, the grass is green, but it was cold. And I was like, it was cold. Well, how cold was it? Then my mind went, you went inside. I'm pumping gas at the gas station. And I'm like, it feels cold. Like I guess I'm going to say that I was in temperature shock. Just not used to, not that it was like that's fucking frigid cold, right?
No, it was just that freezing, yeah.
Just not used to it. But yes, where I really want to try to go with this is that the grass is green at Shaw's. There's no snow yet. Shaw's,
the ground was frozen.
Snow's what? There's no snow on the ground.
There's no snow on the ground.
Yeah. Which changed quickly, but anyway, the dogs reacted well both times. So.
Yep. So the next day was Sunday. We just took it easy that day because of past experiences. We did hunt the next day, and it was not pleasant.
Yeah.
We were just too exhausted. So yeah, just took it easy next day. Got ourselves situated. Went and shopped and spent a whole buttload of money at Sobeys, their grocery store, and PEI liquors.
Yeah, we love PEI liquors. Had an awesome selection.
Yeah.
I
We filled a
cannot.
shopping cart.
Well, we were going to be there for 12 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which we actually went back twice. Anyway, the neat thing is, for me, as from away, so far from away, being U.S., whatever that dollar's amount is on the cash register,
exchange rate,
you swipe
yeah.
the card. When we walk out in the parking lot, I get a text message saying what it really costs us. So that's actually kind of shocking.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of. What do you keep looking at?
I think you have there's red sauce in the corner of your mouth. It keeps catching my eye. Yep. Love, you should be doing that on camera.
Stop it. I don't have red sauce. I haven't eaten anything red.
Well, that's why I was curious, what you got
Yeah?
going on. Yeah. But closer, right. Right. Yep. There you go. All right. Anyway.
All right. Just mind your business.
It is kind of shocking to see what the difference is because $7.50 for those who don't drink. This will be non. I don't know what the word I want to use. It's no interest, not important, but basically a $7.50 US here at Cheers and a $7.50 at PEI Liquors. It's the same amount. It's just one's in Canada. CDA.
It was truly the same cost per
More or
bottle.
less, like $39 for a $7.50.
Okay.
No. Face value.
Oh.
But when you do the exchange, it's actually cheaper in Canada.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
That's-
we probably pay import tax here on it.
I don't know.
Crown Black.
I don't know. But anyway, yes. So we got all our stuff done on Sunday. So Monday, Jeff says, "Hey man, we'll go up a ways and let's shoot some bluebill." You said you were still tired, so you just wanted to hang out.
You both encouraged me not to go, which was good because it just gave me a chance to get the pups
Sleep.
out and
all that and just
sort the place
get
out a
adjusted,
bit.
right?
Yep.
So, but that's why I followed Jeff because I took Scoter, and we got to get those little 360 blinds.
Yeah, they were nice.
Jeff had two of them. We're sitting there on this nice little beach. It was a very red, very, very red beach. And, yeah, man, this really, what do I want to say? So Scoter has a couple master passes. She's a junior hunter. She's a senior hunter. And a couple she has 3 master passes, more than a couple, right? A couple would be 2, I guess, or is a few. So she has a few. I don't know. Anyway, she has 3. And we're sitting there, like 0 wind. It felt good. There was really no ice yet, and we actually kind of sat there and watched the water make ice, salt water make ice. And a pair of pintail kind of came in on us, and I didn't think they were pintail. I thought Jeff was kind of jacking with me a little bit. But anyway, he's like, "You want to get one?" I was like, "Sure, yeah." So you stand up. They landed. Stand up. So jumped them, shot them, and he had Sawyer tied out. And Scoter was loose. And so anyway, I send her. She goes out. She checks out the decoys. And I'm just like yelling, back. I didn't have a collar on her. So it's just, easy, free and easy. But I did.
Her first real hunt.
Yeah, it was her first rib retrieve. But I really thought that she should have went back just a little bit better for me. But eventually she figured it out. She went out and got it. And she came back and she barked at the bird.
She's not even 2 yet.
She came back, dropped that pintail on the beach, and barked at that thing. So anyway,
It's a beautiful bird too.
it is, and it's in Danny Clark's shop. It'll get mounted sometime because we can't bring birds back at USDA. That's another hole. You can, but you can't bring a raw dead bird. You can bring out meat. You can bring out processed meat. You can bring back a taxidermy bird, but currently you just can't bring back a fresh raw bird. If that's the best way to describe it. But anyway, I was happy in the sense that she did retrieve. She had fun. The ice started pushing up on the beach, and she was down there running, like checking the ice out, like she'd never seen ice before. Justin did. We had 3 long lines of decoys. The ice grabs them. We go out there and we're pulling them back. She's out there tromping around. Kind of basically chest deep water for her. she had fun.
Yeah.
And it was a good experience for her. Jeff, thank you very much, because I even said a couple times, like, do you care about what she's doing? He's like, nah, man, like, that's why I just want to make it fun for her. I don't care.
Yeah.
She's not, nothing was really flying, so her walking around, she curled up in the sun behind me for a while. The ice was making noise, so she's checking out the ices. It's kind of drifting up on the beach, getting pushed up on the beach, and
you bought a new vest for her for this whole trip.
Yes. Recoil vest, so that the vest worked out very nice.
Fit her really nice, actually.
It fit. You can check them out. It's a very nice vest. Check it out. It fit her very well. It was just a really good experience. There was no snow yet still.
No,
because we drove in. I did not see the white rabbits, but Jeff said, did you see them? I was like, no. There was a bunch of kind of overgrown hay. It was a bean field that either cover crop or hay. Very, very green regardless. And I didn't see him, but anyway, it was cold, but cold enough to make saltwater freeze in front of us, but there was no snow yet, so we go back. Did it snow overnight? Oh, wait a second, that was the morning too here. So I get, the van's running, go back and forth, I get ready to leave, and I get in the van, I swear, in my peripheral, I was like, that was an owl.
Oh,
the headlights just barely caught him. So back up, turn around, and sitting in the birch tree at the end of the lane is this big old owl, and I was like it shocked me. I went to back up, and as soon as I went to back up, he freaking jumped and left. Which later in the week, what did we get to see?
Yeah, we got to see the same, possibly the same owl.
That's what I'm thinking. It is the same one. He was at the entrance.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe a good mile, probably a good mile away from the chalet, cottage, cabin, kind of at the entrance of Shaw's, just sitting there on that metal post.
What kind of owl?
Bard. Went past. I said, Karen, that was an owl. And you're like, yep. I said, yeah, we got to turn around. And Jeff had already left, and I didn't want to be late. We turned around, went back, and we pulled right up to him, and
headlights on it.
He didn't even turn to look at us.
Nope. You posted up a couple of pictures, so you should check it out. But it was really cool.
Yeah, they're on Instagram. Pictures.
It was
video.
big.
Yeah, it was just cool. But I like to think it was the same one.
Yeah.
And the first night we saw wheat owls.
Yep.
Just down from us.
Yep.
So anyway, that was the first day hunting, and then the second day was the bears, right? Was it snowing yet? No, it's not snowing. Just the dusting.
Was it? Yeah, I think it was because we walked out on the marshy stuff to get to the.
That was all the saltwater ice though, because the tide was so high.
Yeah, but I think there was a little bit of snow.
Okay. But we returned to the field where in the F350, what you were very concerned.
Oh my gosh, it was
last year, right?
Last year, yeah. I was worried about either rolling or just simply sliding down the hill into the river. It was so muddy and wet and soft.
Not this year.
Nope.
The old T350, she went right up the hill, didn't she?
It did. It did really good. But the ground was hard under. It was frozen, so that helped.
Yeah, cut bean field went down in there. She didn't have no issues with that. But all right, so describe the bears hunt, please.
Well, for me, I'm a novice, so I kind of just take everyone's lead. But thankfully, Jeff, the pros at setting everything up. So I just kind of get to use the potty in the in the T350.
Oh, you went back and used the bathroom?
I did while I was getting dressed.
I did not know
inside.
That I know later hunts you did, but I'm not sure I remember that.
We have a potty bucket in the van, and it's the best damn thing ever.
Is it empowering, love, to know that anytime you want, you driving up the road, you went back? I was like, hey, we can stop. He's like, no, you just said just keep driving. I said, well, I'm going to slow it down for you.
It's kind of dangerous, but
I'm going to slow it down for you.
But yeah, it's better than using a public restroom.
Yeah.
Any woman would know using a public restroom at a gas station is not a pleasant experience. So anyway, so I get to get my. We had Molly's waders. Jeff had got me a pair of Molly's waders, which were insulated and freaking rocked. I got the size 11 boot, so nice. They were a little cloggy, but I put hand warmers down in there, and I was good to go. But yeah, it was those little 360 blinds. Jeff had two of them. Jeff and I had one. Geoff Wood had the other one. And just kind of set up. And gosh, I think before it was hunting time, we could hear them. Yeah. It was pretty awesome. I can't do a good. And I hate this is the one thing that bothers me. You've done it. This is not the first time you've done it to me, but There they are, Karen. You go first. I'm like, no, I don't want to go first.
You don't know the characteristics of the bird,
I don't know what it's going to do. I hunt, maybe once a year.
Karen says no. She says,
I don't want to.
I don't know the characteristics of the bird.
You need to go first so I can see and watch and learn and, time things, and I have no clue.
Yeah, but I wanted you to make sure that you got a bird, and like if I shot one and then they didn't fly at all anymore, then you wouldn't get a bird. So I wanted you to shoot the bird.
Well,
first.
It all worked out, but yes, we shot it on the water.
Because
so you explain that.
Well,
also.
you can only have one in possession.
Yep.
Right. So. Yeah, and the plan was to get these birds mounted.
Yep.
They're going to be right, maybe 50 feet from where we're sitting.
Yep, and we hunted over Jeff's decoys that he made.
Yeah, and Scoter retrieved it. So, all right, so so the birds come in. As I recall, 3 drakes, 2 hens, maybe it's 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 5 birds. And you're like, which one? And I didn't ask Jeff. I was like, I kind of picked one, but he sees them more than I do. Mm-hmm. And anyway, you shot the one on the left.
The one that was out by itself. I didn't want to shoot in between anything.
You don't want to maim anything.
No, I don't.
All right. So at the same time in this, we had 7 Barrows Goldeneye kind of to the left. Jeff had some plastic, they're all plastic, common Goldeneye. And he had 2 squirters. Huh?
Yeah, they were very distracting.
At 2 squirters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 squirters.
There's a category for that now. That's a kind of a... it'll be footage that's never publicly aired, but we had a whole concept. They're pulsators. Karen says, that's a vibrator.
No.
You did not?
It was at the mallard hunt where I got the mallard.
Yeah, but the squirters are out there right now with the Barrows hunt.
Yeah, I'm like, the squirters were very distracting to the dogs. Our dogs.
They're not called squirters.
I know, but it's squirting water, so I called it a squirter.
It's pulsating water.
Right, well, then I was corrected, but I'm like...
But then you corrected Jeff and I because you pulled up on your phone.
They're calling it pulsator.
She said, that's a vibrator. That's not a decoy.
Yeah, so Google...
Yeah, that's what you did, right?
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we educated each other, but...
Yes, but Jeff did have 2 squirter / pulsators / butt-ups that are moving water around. Mm-hmm. And before you even shot the birds, freaking Scoter's locked on these things. She's crying. She wants to go check them out. So for your bird, I don't know how many times she went and checked each. There was 2 of them, so she had to jump. She jumped in the water, but instead of going to the bird, she
had to check them both out.
Check these things out.
And Jeff's voice starts off as back, and then it goes back. So I think we woke up everyone in a 100-mile radius
in the little valley.
Yeah,
but I didn't have a collar on her, so I wasn't like lighting her up or anything.
No,
I just was go back. And I call her in and try.
I think I just popped a vein on my head.
I know I popped a vein that morning.
But she eventually got the hang. Yeah, she saw it.
Yeah, so she went out and got yours, and then we sit there for a little while, and they all go over and they all sit back down, and they're just sitting there. And we saw a seal float by.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
First we're like, it's Nessie. Freaking Loch Ness monster because it had 2 humps. Its head and its back, yeah.
That's medevac, love.
Okay. Hopefully no issues.
Well, come from Ocean City, headed to Baltimore, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's still a little bit of that. Yes. So I think that we need to credit the seal for going down and it jumped all the freaking goldeneye down there, in which we assume most of them were Barrows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you could hear them.
And here you're filming, and they're flying around. Here they come, and they all decoy. And I stand up, shoulder my gun, and what does Jeff start yelling?
No! Because we can only shoot one.
My feelings are hurt, Geoff, that you would think that I would have shot into that big old bunch.
It was a big bunch. They were tight
50,
too.
75 of them. What was it?
It was a lot.
All right. I jumped up to shoulder my gun like a trailing bird. There was a low one, a big old low one. I feel like I could have shot and safely
just singled that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's to my right yelling, but I was not going to shoot into the big bunch. I was looking for my opportunity to just shoot a single bird, which didn't happen. So they all went out, but then instantly to me, it wasn't that long, and then I don't know, 6 or 8 came back. So I shot my drake on the water. So this time, I tried to line Scoter up.
Took your time a bit more.
And she did better, but she still was.
Yeah.
But she figured it out.
We hadn't done any training with her leading up to the trip either,
Look,
which, you know.
You don't need to make an excuse. I'm just saying. She did a little bit better job on the second one.
Yep.
And this time she actually held it, came back nice, whereas, the first one she didn't maybe as good. So that was wild bird, retrieve number 2 and number 3.
Yep. She had fun.
Yeah, she did. That's what it's all about. Jeff made a nice shot on a black duck.
Yeah, that was a nice black
Sawyer
duck.
got to get that.
Yep.
And we called it in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're
goal
not gonna,
achieved.
Yeah, so goal achieved. So I won't go through all the other hunts, but then snow. I think I'm going to say it snowed 4 times.
Yeah, which one did I go? I went on that hilltop one we went to, which was freaking cold. We were in the blind, in the wooden blind.
Oh, yes.
Lord, that was cold.
So that was the day before your mallard. That would have been on Monday, because Sunday we couldn't hunt the field, just because you can hunt on Sunday. At being respectful, to the farmer, we didn't hunt that on Sunday. But yeah, there was one big bunch of ducks that flew early, and that's all we saw.
Yeah.
And you have Rye with us that day.
Yeah, right.
Ben was with us too. But yeah, so on Tuesday, got down to the same field, not the same field, but the same place.
And Ben called that hunt because he was so cold.
I think he called it because of you.
No, he was cold.
Was he cold?
He kept walking around, if you remember.
Jeff says he walks around all the time.
Oh, to stay warm, I think. It was bloody cold.
Anyway, Tuesday we go back to, man, speaking of cold, there goes the sun behind all the trees now. Tuesday we go back to the same general location, same field, same entrance that Scoter got the pintail, and we're set up. There was a bunch of birds in that place. Little creek. Now there's snow on the ground. There's ice on the ground. I think I've fallen officially for the second time. Trying to walk in there. Got kind of tangled up in the brush kind of stuff, but I remember going down with backpacks and stuff. I kind of just set it all aside, got myself up, and anyway, get down in there, ducks everywhere, and there's ducks right before shooting time, and what happens at shooting time? Nothing.
They heard the alarm go off. They all took off. There was a bunch of ice moving through there too.
There was. But, you and Rye, I'm sitting behind you, and what happened? Can we say it again? I'm sitting behind you.
Are you talking about the mallard hunt or the one on the beach, on the little beach with the blue cabin behind us?
No, I didn't go with the.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go through every hunt. That was early. That's when it was 8 degrees that morning. Now I'm towards the end.
Okay.
I'm towards the end of the hunt. End of the trip. Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, I think Jeff called it. That he said it's a mallard, and it was kind of off to my left, pretty hard left.
Left to right, came back, coming right at you. You're like, say when to take them.
Yeah, just waiting for the thumbs up.
And you did. The video I have, you definitely hit it on the second shot. I think you touched it on the first shot because it looked like it reacted. But 2 shots of the 20 gauge, Super Black Eagle 3, and boom, down on the ground.
Yep. And then I got to retrieve it, and she was a little overzealous, mouthing the bird. It was her first retrieve, so I'll give her a little pass on that. But she just had a blast. I was so happy to see her have that much fun with it.
It was.
But yeah, she was so good on every time she came hunting with us. She was very quiet. Yeah. And she was just sitting there watching the whole time, looking at the sky. My biggest takeaway, positiveness of her, is that she was basically steady to the shot. In the beginning, I was kind of holding her, and then I didn't hold her, and she sat back with me, and when you shot, she didn't go stupid. No. Right. Yeah, she did really good. For another novice dog. Yep. Sawyer made some retrieves. Yep. Sawyer does good. And then I think Jeff shot the Gadwall maybe. Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah, but Rye got to retrieve that one. It was a nice kind of a blind retrieve where I lined her up and said back, and she actually took a good job. I tried back, but it wasn't working for me, so Jeff intervened. Just lined her up, and the bird was still alive. Yep. And she did a really good job with it. Yeah, she had to go underwater to. Yep. Yeah, she delivered a hand to you, and you was like,
It's alive, and you're like, can you do something with this?
Someone please take care of this poor bird.
In amongst all that, Jeff left us for a little bit, and I have to say, like, you even said about you weren't shooting well. I definitely was not shooting well. And Mr. Steven, BLO, we need some shooting lessons, don't we?
I tell you, Stephen, I keep saying we need to do this. We need to do that. We need to go
we are going to do it this
practice.
year.
I have to, because I missed so many shots. We would have had a lot more ducks that day.
Oh my goodness, we had multiple opportunities on nice decoying birds. When I say decoying, I don't know. The decoys, the squirters were out there squirting, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, were they 20 yards?
No, it was super close.
A nice little creek. We did kind of get underneath this little spruce.
I think so.
The freaking birds were up top.
It was so funny.
Eat the damn seeds out of them. It was almost like it was snowing on us. Mm-hmm. That morning it was supposed to snow. The radar showed snow, and it never really did snow on us. But yeah, Mr. BLO, we need some shooting.
Yeah. I was not shouldering properly.
I'm going to say I just don't, and I know better because I'm going to tell you what I'm doing wrong, but I still do it. I just don't think I have my head down as much as what it should be. I think my head's up a little bit high. Okay. Anyway, we'll let him.
Yeah, tell us all that we're doing wrong and how to make it right.
Yeah. So anyway, that was Tuesday. We were thinking about Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to leave. Pack, do this, do that, do this, do that, because we were thinking about maybe leaving on Wednesday. And then the weather there's this low came across. Strong winds. They were getting snow. New Brunswick getting a little bit of snow / freezing rain on into Maine, and then it was going to rain all the way down to Maryland.
Yeah.
And I just really wasn't. I have enough issues with headlights. I didn't really feel like we should drive all day in the rain. So it was nice to take a day and not kind of do nothing, right?
We kind of did nothing. We went to the beach.
Yeah.
Got the dogs over there.
Yeah. That was on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So we got to sleep. Should we tell?
Oh, then we went to Sweet Paulie's.
Yes. So we did a podcast with Sweet Paulie in Maggie's.
Run into our friendly DNR.
We did, as we were airing the dogs. Truck.
We got it. Yeah, we got checked on the mallard hunt.
Yeah, we did get checked on the mallard hunt. So the next day we see him again, ironically enough.
What's weird?
Yeah. Situationalness. There was no issues.
No.
And we got checked.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did get checked. That's the first time in all the years that I've been up there that I officially got checked. That was just Thursday. Thursday we took our time packing a little bit, and Wednesday was a nice day to do nothing. Thursday we packed, and then Thursday night wake up. Thursday afternoon go to sleep. Thursday night wake up at 11:30. Friday morning 1:30ish we leave.
PEI time. Yep.
Atlantic time zone, which really was 12:30 our time. Maybe not exactly the best timing, but drive. We get to Connecticut. I don't know, three. Well, we went to Flying J, aired the dogs at the border. We get back on the border, no issues. We're there like 3 minutes. The guy was super nice. Said, "Hey man, safe travels. Get going." That was in the morning. Air the dogs there. We get to the Flying J pilot. Air the dogs again. We did get our Subway.
Yep, at the Flying J.
Except they didn't have any lettuce.
They didn't have any lettuce or spinach because
somebody didn't do something right.
Yeah.
And it wasn't her concern. And she explained it all to you when she made yours, and then when she come to make mine, I said, "Can I have lettuce?" And she looked at me like, "The fuck?
Stop messing with her."
Did you not just hear what I just said? And then she went to this dissertation where this is not where I work. I was like, "Yeah, I'm just joking with you." She was nice about it.
That was mean.
I was just joking around.
She was stressed. She is not the Subway girl. She's the training manager.
Yes, I can't remember.
Manager training.
Anyway, drive. By the time we get to Hartford, it's like 3:30. And it was just traffic. We head down 91.
Did not plan it very well.
With the T350, we can't be on Route 15, so we had to go all the way down to 95, and it was just
height restriction.
Yeah, it was just nonstop.
It was bumper to bumper. It was horrible.
Nonstop or stop non? No,
Yes.
It was nonstop. Am I saying it right?
It was
it was stop. It wasn't nonstop. It was stop.
Yeah, it was orange and red on Google Maps. I know that.
Get back across the Chromo, whatever it is. Go down the Garden State Parkway. We get down to Jersey Turnpike. Drive. Get to the last rest station. I got to tell you, I was kind of nodding. You were sleeping. I was kind of nodding off a little, or I was, I was getting tired.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for you saying, we went to the bathroom, washed our face, got coffee, and you're like, we got to keep going for the dogs. But if you didn't say that, I was going to suggest, can we just close our eyes for an hour or so?
Yeah. I said, we're on a timeline here with these dogs because they've been in here for so long.
I said, are you good to drive? You said yes. So you drive all the from southern Jersey all the way at the Delaware Memorial Bridge almost, all the way to Milford. We still hadn't had our McDonald's experience. So I said, hey, let's go to McDonald's in Milford.
Oh my gosh.
Which it says
it was like 10:30
that they're open till the lobby's open or dining room's open till midnight.
Yep.
And that door was locked.
Door was locked. And they were mopping the floor and they were just staring at me. And I'm like, they're like, go through the drive-through. I'm like, we can't.
We can't. We don't fit underneath of it.
I freaking walked through the drive-through to each window. It's ridiculous.
You must have really wanted McDonald's.
Well, it was good to get out of the.
Well, you said or that, or we can go to Royal Farms. Now, I
said let's just go to Royal Farms.
Well, I do have to say the chicken would have tasted good, except I was thinking about McDonald's.
You were fixated. Anyway, so we got a McDonald's fixes, the last splurge.
I still didn't get my chicken.
No, you didn't.
Chicken Big Mac.
Now it's done. You can't have it now.
I am going the past couple of days. That was Friday night late. Anyway, we left. I'm going to do this in time, East Coast time, Eastern time zone. Excuse me. We left up there at 12:30 a.m. on Friday, and we pulled in here at 11:45 p.m. on Friday night. So big old long drive, 23 3/4 or a quarter hours, whatever it is. Hateful drive. I've described it to many people to ask how did it go, but made it home safely, and overall, we were there way too short, but it was a great trip. Yeah. Right.
Every year.
Yep.
Love it.
We have to thank Jeff and Judy, Paulie and Stacy, and everyone else that's involved. Robbie Shaw.
Yeah.
We finally met Pam this year.
Yep, his wife.
Yeah, and everybody else that's involved. Dustin was not there, but everybody else was involved with our trip. So.
Yep.
We do appreciate it.
Putting it on the calendar for next year.
Well, okay, so the question has to be asked. Do we go early? When I say early, between the first and second split, which is October, November, or do we go between the second split and the third split, which would be the same time as we did this year in December?
Yeah, we kind of talked about it, but yeah, I would definitely choose to go on the earlier timeline, just because the weather's a little bit more pleasant, I guess, as far as getting outside.
Yep, I'll give you that 100%.
Me getting to the beach with the dogs, and I wouldn't fall on my ass like I did twice this trip.
The one time at Maggie's, you felt pretty good.
Yeah, everything. It was raining, but everything was just icing up when it hit the ground. So
it snowed real hard. Then it kind of got compacted. It started snowing, and then the snow turned into rain by the time we came out of Maggie's. And you went down.
Yeah, so that wasn't fun, but yeah, it is nice to spend those afternoons on the little veranda deck at the cottage and to be outside. Yep.
Soak up the sun.
Yeah. So and it's beautiful. Gosh, the fall foliage up there is just amazing. Yep. So yeah, kind of looking forward to doing the same thing next year.
Good. Speak.
And if we don't do that Bay of Fundy scenic drive one time, we have to do that.
I don't think it's open then.
You keep saying that. I think it is.
It's going to be open in May.
It wouldn't be as pretty, I don't think.
Well, then you need to investigate.
Maybe it would be. Yeah,
you need to investigate that. But when we leave, it was the one drive was definitely closed last year because you was like, hey, we leave a day early. Let's go drive that thing. It was not. Okay. It was not open.
Parts of it are not open.
I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. But through the December trip, I really felt like my hands, I won't say ached every day, but basically kind of ached every day.
It's the cold.
Yeah, it's kind of continued into my season here. So
good.
Well,
take that Celebrex.
I did Google why. Well, yeah, they feel kind of puffy, or last night was not that everybody needs to hear this, but last night was horrible for my hands falling asleep. And I did Google that.
Did you not read my link I sent you? About where it all starts?
Where's it all start?
It's all up here. Starts up here.
That's where it starts?
Yes, I keep telling you that.
The thing I saw.
Starts here. And here.
Oh.
And here.
Oh.
That's where it starts.
I want to go to next year. I want to schedule whoever Sweet Paulie's 66, not 69. Sweet Paulie, who is your guy? I want to go get his deep
tissue, the fascia massage. That sounds painful.
Well, but I bet you it feels good.
No.
Oh, it feels good to me. Well, anyway. How many years have we been going to PEI now?
That would be my 5th trip, right?
So I've been there 6 times, yeah.
Incredible place, incredible people.
Awesome. It's awesome. Possibly we're going to go in May?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, we have the reason behind that would be for the dogs. Possibly, right?
Yeah, really more for us than the dogs.
Really?
You can say dogs.
I thought it was mostly for the dogs and then us.
Well, how's it for the dogs?
So they can do some competitions up there.
You think the dogs? You think the dogs want to do competition, or we want them to do competition? I don't think they do.
They love it.
Well, they may love it, but we're doing it for us.
Okay.
All right.
I'm doing it for them.
Oh, my Lanta.
They have so much fun. They love hunters.
Well, I'm going to say once again, Jeff and Judy, Paulie Stacy, Robbie Shaw, Pam, and everyone else that makes our trip awesomeness. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Sincerely.
Yeah. Speak. All right. This is the Pitboss Podcast, brought to you by our very good friends at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Fuel your adventure at Molly's. My Molly's. M-Y-M-O. You breathe kind of.
Sorry, I sucked in a breath. Yeah, I stifled a yawn. Yeah. I stifled one.
All right, mymollys.com. MYMOLLYS.com. They just got done their 10 days of Christmas, but there's going to be Christmas sales and or New Year's sales right after Christmas. So we thank everyone at Molly's Place Sporting Goods. Up next, Crabs to Go. CrabsToGo.com, easily found on Route 50 and Route 589. The coach just called me today. Actually, he's texted me since we've been doing this, but he called, and Crabs to Go and Serponis Pizzas on his list of must-do. They're going to stop in tomorrow night. We're going to do a little cooking here. So everyone at Crabs to Go, thank you very much. Gunner Kennels, Gunner.com, man's best kennel, man's best bumper is the F. Love, I only had one drink. The T350 is fully outfitted. That maybe the fully is where I got the F from. The T350 is fully outfitted in Gunner Kennels, and the pups love them.
Yes.
Old Proofy ran out there today, and he was like, "Looking, can I jump up in the T350?
Go in his kennel.
Get in my kennel." So, I do have to say, man, the dogs traveled so well this time.
It's incredible.
It is very incredible. So, everyone at Gunner.com, Gunner Kennels, thank you very much. I'm in day 4 of the last split in the Ocean 32, the world's largest duck boat. Steve Hoover, Duckwater Boats, duckwaterboats.com, all the way from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Punishing docks and rocks. Steve, we appreciate you very much. Thank you. We do love the Duckwater 32. Up next, which I have been using. Didn't use it the past 2 days, but the Ultimate Outdoor Oven Duck Blind Bistro, duckblindbistro.com. Get on their page, and if you use the code PITBOSS5, you can save yourself 5% at checkout. Duck Blind Bistro. Speak.
The Duck Blind Bistro, we didn't take ours up there, and we didn't get to use Jeff's on a hunt while we were up there, but we did do biscuits, and we put them in the oven, and they're not as good.
They're not as
good. They're not as good.
No, they truly are. And I still think that the key is you're almost like, I guess it depends on what you coat the oven with. I'm going off on a tangent. But anyway, both sides of the biscuit get
cooked evenly.
Yeah, which makes it a big difference. But I did enjoy your breakfasts. Love, give me a kiss.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, well, our mic's got, oh, shit. There you go. Our mic's got tangled. I don't know what was going on there. So, Duck Blind Bistro, the ultimate outdoor oven, duckblindbistro.com. Guys, thank you very much. Turtle Box Audio, which did make it all the way to our Gen 2, made it all the way to Shaw's. Excuse me. We did not use it that much.
I did. When you were out hunting.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. But I didn't use it as much as what I thought I would. Just because, like, with talking and...
Yeah. Watching stupid sitcom replays on the Canadian television.
But I'll tell you, I used it today while I was painting the decoys out in the shop. I do love the Turtle Box Audio. turtleboxaudio.com. It is the ultimate Bluetooth speaker. That's what I like to say. So check them out. if you're looking for the ultimate Bluetooth speaker, turtleboxaudio.com. Not last, not least, Heavy Shot, and specifically the Molly's exclusive Heavy Shot Heavy Hammer Chesapeake, which we used it in 20 gauge, used the 3s and 5s, and I used it in 28 gauge, which Mr. Stephen BLO, I did not do a good job on PEI this year. But the 28 gauge I was using the 3s and 5s. It's the Heavy Shot, heavyshot.com. It is the Molly's exclusive Heavy Shot Heavy Hammer Chesapeake. So, Pitboss Waterfowl, pitbosswaterfowl.com. 32 days of the 60, 28 days of the 60-year book next year. So 32 days are, is my math good? 32 days are open, yes. I think my math is good. But check us out, pitbosswaterfowl.com.
Anything else, love? We have on pitbosswaterfowl.com on our store, Jeff's 25th year of guiding is really coming around
to the end
fast. So if you're interested, we did lower the prices and included shipping on the prices. Hoodies are $45. Is that right? And then the shirts and the t-shirts are $30. That includes shipping.
I think you had it differently. Let's see. Yep.
Hoodies
45 shipped, 30 shipped. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal on a nice hoodie. It's kind of heavyweight too.
10 ounce. 10 ounce. It's the 4,000 independent, which we love.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what I'm in. Oh,
that's what this is.
That is what that is. Yeah. This is not what I'm in.
Yeah. So anyway, get on there. We also have some of the barrows that we hunted over also for sale, as well as the common and surf scooters that Jeff finished a month or so ago, which are nice gifts, but kind of late for Christmas now.
It will be. All right. One last topic. So I happen to have some Kuyu on. You were in Kuyu this year on PEI, and I wanted to say it was just kind of interesting on the social media. I fucking hate saying social media. Why did I say that? On my media. I discussed that. I just, everybody says social media. It's just say
that's what it is.
No, just say media.
Okay. Media is broad.
Okay, was Facebook in 2005? Nobody was saying social media. Everybody says Facebook.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well,
that's my
media could be TV or radio. So social media, everyone knows what it is.
All right. Well.
Okay.
I'm upset at myself that I said that.
All right. Well, you did. Get over it.
All right. Anyway, people commented that you were wearing Kuyu and I wore Kuyu. So trying to make the switch over. We'll see if it works out.
I was warm, and at the mallet hunt, I was
too warm
that I actually had to take it off.
Yeah. Well.
So it. But yeah, the hat. I thought the hat was ugly fugly, but I tell you, it was warm. So warm. I was thankful, very, very, very thankful that I had both the jacket and the hat for this trip, because the temperatures would have kicked my butt in anything much else, I think.
I do like the little thumb. These are much different thumb slots if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble. So anyway. All right, love. I'm just rambling. Pick up your cup. I love you. I couldn't do all that I do without you, so.
Well, and thanks for driving up and back pretty much all the way.
And you drove too, so.
Getting us there safe and home.
All right. I love you. Thank you very much. As always, thinking of you, we are. Boom.
Cheers.